All right, you're listening to Electrophonic Tonic, and this is DJ Biggie Boutte, and I have Andrea on the line from all the way over in England from Ye Nuns, and she's going to tell us a little bit about the band and things. How you doing? Are you
Good
there?
morning. Oh, good. Oh, it's certainly morning for you.
Yeah, it's 4:30 in the morning here, so it's late. It's either late or early. I'm not sure. I'm starting to get a little delirious, but
Okay. You want to know about the formation of the band?
Yeah, how did you get the idea to, cause the Monks is a pretty, obscure band, so what gave you the inspiration to, do a tribute band to it?
Me and Banjo Debbie used to work in a record shop together, and it was one of those down the pub conversations after work where we were like, oh, wouldn't it be brilliant to do a tribute band to the Monks? And it's like, and then we could do it all female, and normally conversations like that stay in the pub, but this one didn't, and we actually did it. And
that's cool.
Found enough women who were interested in doing it, and it took us perhaps a year to learn all the songs, because even though musically they're quite simple, the structures are well odd, and it takes ages to learn to change after 13 bars and do this 7 of those and 5 of those, and then don't come back to that bit again.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It was
music.
worth it.
It's definitely some crazy music.
Absolutely. One thing we found, we first thought the idea and thought, oh, we'll play a couple of 60s festivals a year, and that'll be about it, because there'll be limited interest. But what we have found is we've done a lot of things, and people don't actually need to know the Monks to really enjoy the music, and it just proves that we're right in thinking they're brilliant, and people just love the music, whether they've heard of the Monks or not. So we're spreading the word.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's awesome. And I was reading somewhere that you know one of the guys from the Monks or something. He's doing one of the songs or something.
Well, when we came to publish the album, we obviously had to get permission to do it. So we contacted Eddie and said, we want to do this. Can we have, go through all the publishing, do it all properly? And he was interested, so we sent him a copy, and he said he loved it, and he's been really supportive ever since. And when he came to Europe, he actually came to see us play.
Is he in the United States now, or?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, because those guys were all like GIs from America over in Germany, right? Like when they were the Monks.
Yeah, but when they came back to the US, and they split up at the end of the 60s.
So they were just a band in Germany. They didn't come back to the United States to be a band.
No, they started off as a surf band when they were actually still in the army, and then when they left the army, they developed the Monks.
Okay.
And toured a few years in Germany, and then I think because the music was quite, they billed themselves as the anti-Beatles, and because the music was quite aggressive, people found it quite hard to come to terms with.
I bet. Like in 1966, that's some pretty wild stuff going on.
It was really out there, absolutely. And I think, a few years of saying this is brilliant and everyone standing there going, we don't understand it, kind of got to them. I think in Hamburg, people really enjoyed it, but when they toured, people found it really tough going. And I think that got to them in the end. And so they didn't last, beyond sort of a few years. But,
I think it's really cool just how I came to find this. I was I was on Facebook, and I saw that a friend of mine, he's in a band called the Caballeros, and he's in Perth, Western Australia, and he had posted on a Garage Punk Facebook page that he was looking for some new songs, like some new artists and stuff, to check out, because they wanted to do some more garage stuff in their band. And I'd commented on something, and Russell from Crocodile Records was on there, and he had commented on about this band, the Ye Nuns, that were doing a tribute to the Monks. And I was like, wow, that sounds pretty crazy, interesting. It's like, do you have any promos of that? It's like I do a radio show over here, and then he was telling me that he he had Crocodile Records, and I was like, well, that's pretty fitting. I'm in South Louisiana, and and I have a show called Swamp Jacuzzi, and so like I'd love to check this stuff out. So he sent me some some MP3s. I just got them today, and I started listening through to them, and realized that I had seen a little bit of the Monks on like YouTube, like maybe like 2 songs. So I started listening to that and listened to back and forth, and it's like I put them on song by song, and like I did a show that I'm gonna redo because I got a lot of things wrong in it, but I mistakenly hit the Monks on one song, and it's like I thought it was you guys, and I was like, oh no, it's not. And like I flipped it back out. So I thought it was cool. It was really cool.
Thank you. Crocodile have reissued our album. We issued it a few years back, and it got sold out. So Crocodile reissued it because we had quite a few requests for it, which is nice.
That's awesome. Yeah, he was saying he sent it over here to Get Hip Records. It's going to be putting it out, which is a really good garage label over here.
Cool. But also, we've just had a single out. Eddie, we've been in touch with Eddie, but Eddie sent us some songs that when the Monks reformed a few years back, and they did a few shows. He wrote some new songs that he thought they might perform, but then they stopped performing. And he actually sent us those songs, and he sent us his studio demos of them, and we worked them into some Monk-like songs, and we've just issued them on a single.
Oh, that's really cool. So new Monk songs are like new songs for you too. That's cool.
So that's quite nice, and they've been quite well received on the garage scene, which is really nice, and outside of it, so we're quite pleased with them.
That's awesome. Have you guys been doing any touring or anything, or you just play just around London, or?
Unfortunately, because there's so many of us, there's a minimum of 6 of us. It's quite hard for us to get anywhere.
Yeah, I was noticing it's pretty big band.
Yeah, so we do. We don't, and also to organise us playing as well. So actually, all of us being free on a day because we've all got real jobs. That's quite hard. We've doing a couple of shows. We're doing a show on the Bank Holiday Monday in London. We did one in Hastings. We also next year we've been offered a festival in Italy and a festival in Spain, which should be fun. So we do try, but not as often as we'd like to.
I understand. I used to do the music thing. I used to travel, and I played music full time for quite a few years with me and my ex-wife, and it gets to be hard. It's like it's hard to work the road. I'm a little older now, and it's hard to just jump in a van and take off and go like I used to.
Absolutely. You sort of think when you're younger, you thought nothing about touring, and then when you get older, you're like, oh, actually, I quite like to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Getting past the age of rock and roll.
Yeah. Well, that's the Stones are still doing it. They still haven't given up, and they're
but they got the money to manage everything, haven't they?
Yeah. Well, that too, definitely. But it's like it seems like there's a lot of I'm not gonna say old, but like older folks that are still playing rock and roll, and that's cool. I think that's really neat. It's like I'm seeing a lot of like older bands like getting back together and playing and reforming and stuff. Like the Sonics are out there playing now, and it's like their album kicks ass. It's awesome. I don't know if you've heard it. I think it's called "Here Are the Sonics" or something like that. It's like
they came over to London a few years back and did a couple of shows and were awesome, and they are coming back again.
Oh, cool!
They're really impressive.
Yeah, their album. It sounds like their last record was from like I don't know, like '68 or something like that, and it sounds like it would just be the progression of the next record. Like they just made it like a couple months later or something. It's cool. So what's your plans for the band and stuff now? Are you gonna stick with the Monks thing? Or are you gonna move on to another?
Absolutely.
Thing? Yeah.
Yeah, we are a Monks cover band. We know
awesome.
it.
That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, occasionally people say, "Oh, we could do this in the style of," but we are a monks cover band. We do monk songs. I mean, it's nice that the third man have just put out some new stuff, so now we've got some new material because obviously we're quite limited. We've had a couple of singles and one album to do, so there's not actually a lot of stuff for us to cover.
Yeah, that's cool though, that they're doing more stuff. So like you have more material, and I'm pretty sure that you have the market cornered on the monks tribute bands.
I think people might do a song or two, but they tend to change the structures and do them on the more sort of 4, 16, 8-bar structures. But we do try and keep the original structures, which is the difficult bit. So I can see why most people don't do it.
Yeah, that was the thing I thought that was really cool because, like I said, I went and I got the Monks album just because I wanted to hear it, like back to back, and like I was listening to the songs, like you guys got to have it down like completely, like I mean the time signatures, the keys, like everything. It's like it's like wow, that's just really cool. It's just like a newer recording of those songs, I thought that was really really cool.
There are some things we do vocal harmonies which they didn't do, and they didn't do on purpose because they were trying to strip stuff back. We have changed some things, but we have tried to keep the spirit. So we've added a bit of ourselves in, but we've really tried to keep the spirit. And there are a couple of beats. There's a couple of songs where the drummer does a drum roll, which the original drummer never would have done, but it got so sort of, none of us can remember to change after 13 bars, just stick a drum roll in there and we'll change on the drum roll. There are a couple of things like that, and people go, "Oh, on the original version, it doesn't have that," and it's like, "Yeah, we know, thank you."
Yeah, well, that was kind of like, well, in the show, it's like I kind of put it out there, sort of like nuns versus monks, sort of thing, because I just thought it was kind of it made for a cool poster, and and
we're not versus though, we're for nuns for monks.
Yeah. I mean, it was all more tongue in cheek, but when I started playing it, I put it back to back, and it was like, I think nuns beat the monks. I'm going with nuns.
Well, we go with the monks.
Yeah, right on. Well, I appreciate you calling in, and that's really cool of you guys. And I'm gonna be playing this album a lot more on my show, and I have like three different shows. So it'll be getting around for sure. And I'll be getting Real Punk Radio. They have like an auto DJ when they don't have live DJs on. So I'll make sure that your album gets in rotation over there too.
Well, thank you, and I hope people enjoy it.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for calling in, and I will be hearing from you soon.
All right. Thanks a lot. Good luck with your shows.
All right. Thank you very much.
Bye. Lovely to talk to you.
All right. This is DJ Biggie Boutte, and you're listening to Electrophonic Tonic, and we just were talking with Andrea from Ye Nuns.